She accidentally captured evidence of the criminal's crime, then turned and fled back to her car. But the criminals forcibly dragged her away with a tow truck. She was taken to the criminals' hideout in the wilderness. They knocked her unconscious on the ground. When she opened her eyes, the surrounding criminals had already left. Surveying her surroundings, she spotted a light bulb. She drew her stomach in, using momentum to swing her body. After successfully grabbing a beam, she unscrewed the glass shade and smashed it. Cutting the rope at the top, she made it back to the ground. As she stood up, she caught sight of the criminals returning. She turned and fled into the woods behind the farm. The thugs mounted motorcycles and split up to pursue her. She climbed a large tree and hid among the branches, spotting white smoke rising from the thugs not far away. Rather than fleeing blindly, she decided to take the initiative. She waited until late at night, then slipped alone behind the thugs' camp. Taking advantage of their drunkenness, she rummaged through one of their clothes and found a small box of bullets. Then she climbed onto a rock, aimed at the campfire behind the thugs, and tossed the bullets down. As the packaging burned open, she successfully took out one pursuer. She descended the rock and inspected the equipment in the thug's backpack. She slung the pack over her shoulder and continued searching the woods for the next bandit. She stumbled and fell, tripped by barbed wire. Picking up the wire, she devised a new plan. She secured both ends of the wire to trees and adjusted its height. After setting the trap, she tightened her shoelaces and proactively exposed herself within the criminal's line of sight. Confirming the criminal was following, she sprinted toward the trap and threw herself to the ground. She had completely shaken off the second pursuer. She picked up the criminal's pistol, grabbed his helmet, and made her way to the riverbank to set the third trap. The third criminal was relieving himself by the river when he turned and unexpectedly spotted his partner's backpack. Following the trail, he discovered another partner's helmet. He picked up the helmet and tugged at the suspicious rope. She surfaced holding the pistol, successfully shaking off the third pursuer. She continued fleeing but unexpectedly discovered a suspicious villa in this desolate area. She opened the door and entered the villa, asking the homeowner to borrow a phone for help, only to receive an even more suspicious response.
I haven't had a phone for 15 years.
Turning around, she unexpectedly saw a photo of this old man with the gang leader. They were in cahoots. Her gaze locked onto the insulin vial on the table. While the old man was in the kitchen, she retrieved medication from her backpack and placed it inside the insulin vial. The alarm clock rang. The old man returned to the living room and injected himself with insulin. She turned off the alarm clock for him, exited the villa, drove the car from the old man's warehouse, and left this terrifying wasteland.